Hello, I'm April May. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a reading on Chris Benoit, the wrestler, I guess. Multiple people, had quite a few people ask me to do this reading here recently, so I had to investigate who he even was, and I guess he was a professional wrestler, and this was a double homicide-suicide, so there's not a mystery as to what happened, but I guess people are wanting to know why it happened. So we're going to get rid of this deck because we don't need that one. We're just going to consult the tarot cards and see what they have to say. Okay. And I'm using the Waite tarot deck. This is the Apprentice deck, so you can see the definitions of the cards and follow along with my reading. So we have the Ten of Swords. This is the end, no more, it's over. I can also be attacked and betrayed, and devastated by bad news. Darkest before the dawn. We have the Hangman upright. This is getting a different perspective. It can be a voluntary sacrifice, and let go, accept powerlessness. So having no control over the situation. Two of Wands, developing, having a clear plan, ready to go, choosing to move forward, leave your comfort zone. So, well, okay. I'm going to pull some more. Let's see what we've got. We can get some more information here. So the Eight of Pentacles upright, that's apprenticeship, craftsman, taking pride, making goods, learning, mastering a skill. Three of Swords, that's pain and distress caused by mental anguish, hurtful words, or betrayal, cruelty, or injustice. And then we have the Nine of Wands. This is battle weary but not giving up. Can be bruised, watching out for the next predicament. So watching for that next shoe to fall. I'm just going to keep pulling cards here. I'm just going to get all the cards pulled, I think, and then start with the reading. Because I'm not trying to figure out what happened to an individual. We're trying, I think, to figure out why this happened. So the Five of Cups reversed, the King of Swords upright, and the Emperor upright. The Five of Cups reversed, this is the fog will lift, every cloud has a silver lining, beginning to accept what happened and recover. King of Swords upright, this is a strong mind, seeks the truth, rationality, clarity, ethical, fair, wise advice, smart leadership. The Emperor upright, this is responsible, position of power, leadership, makes rules, maintains order, and a solid foundation. So we've got two kind of leadership cards here. And I'm going to pull one more set. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This is too much time, effort put in for meager results, impatient. It can be poor planning and investment anxiety. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. This is usually kind of asking for help, getting help, difficulty lessons, using spiritual resources to cope and endure. So this is kind of my poverty card. But it doesn't necessarily mean poverty with money, but it can be also spiritually bankrupt, emotionally bankrupt, not having anything else to give. The Eight of Cups reversed. This is looking to fill a void, quickly dissatisfied, aimless, drifting, detached, and unconnected. So, pull these down just so we can see everything. So we clearly have somebody who is struggling emotionally, who feels like the end, something is over. I'm yeah, I'm not sure what this card is coming into play, but this card, this one, these are all telling me that we are having a battle. An emotional battle. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this is, he is struggling emotionally and mentally in his relationship, but I feel like this emotional struggle is creating a crack in his relationship with his wife. I think I see a lot of arguing. A lot of arguing and a lot of threats being made. Devastated by bad news. So this is pretty clear. Something was delivered to him that was devastating. And I'm going to assume that it was delivered by her. I think they were still living together and married. I don't know if she was told him she wanted a divorce. But he's devastated by bad news. And I think he had anger issues. Developing a clear plan. I think she delivered him some new, that she was leaving him or going to file for divorce, that the relationship was over. Too much time and effort. This is usually somebody who, when I pull this card in these types of relationships, they're like, I've given you everything and you don't appreciate it type of mentality. And they usually crack. Like nothing is ever good enough. I think he was definitely feeling emotionally and spiritually bankrupt at the time of this incident. And I feel like he We know that he did something to his wife first. And I think that was a snap. Like I just feel so much anger and resentment. I almost, like he wanted her to suffer. I get that a little bit. Not like torture, but just wanted her to suffer a little bit. To make her hurt like he hurt, like she hurt him. But then once that was done, the reality of what he had done started setting in. And that's where I think he really struggled between the line of, how do I explain this? I see him just kind of aimlessly walking around, drifting in and out of a perceived reality and his conscious reality. Like what is really happening versus what he's trying to convince himself has happened. And then I think over time, there was no way out of the situation that he had created. I see his son being scared of him. So I don't know if his son kind of figured out what had happened or witnessed what had happened or heard it. And I think the son being terrified of him broke his heart. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like almost like they were having conversations after what happened to the mother. I feel like he was having conversations with the son. And he couldn't undo what he had done that had destroyed the way the son felt about him. I think he realized that what he had done to the mother had destroyed the trust in the father, in him. I just see this battle back and forth within himself on what to do, how to move forward, where to go from here. And I think the true break was when he ended his son's life. I don't think that this is where he thought this would all go and how all this would I just see somebody fraught with fear and anger and desperation and just crushed by his... I see anger towards the mother. I feel devastated by the resulting effect on the son. And I feel like that was the catalyst for ending the son's life and then his own life. But I think what started as an argument between husband and wife, and I feel like she probably threatened him with leaving, taking the son, or with divorce, resulted, he was angry. I can feel his anger towards her. But then that quickly gets overridden by this desperation to make his son understand that he's not going to hurt him. But I think the son keeps reacting in a way that proves he is scared of his father, which breaks Chris's heart. And there is no, in his mind, no way to rebound from this except to do what he did, the resulting actions that took place. Yeah, that's what it's a terrible story. I think the loss of the son's trust and faith in him to protect him was devastating to him. I mean, this was just a little kid. And I don't think he saw a way out of it. Because he had taken things way too far with the mother. And I think the son saw it, heard it, understood what had happened. Saw it or heard it. But somehow knew what had happened. And that resulting fear caused the resulting events. So the whole thing's so sad and tragic. All right, I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this reading interesting. Please be safe out there and make good decisions, and I will see you in the next video.